shooter is something else entirely. Even new streets that you grind it thousands of hours for is what's phenomenal, just because Bungie doesn't properly understand that game. Again, this is something that I've begged to drum on for months before finally moving to TV, and again, it seems they've learned nothing. As a result, even as dedicated support crews are often out of engagement, it's not a good look. And speaking of trying outside, it's an accurate map with really like mechanics, sometimes never before seen them in these tracks. This is the one piece of content designed to separate Marathon from the rest of the rival games in the extraction shooter genre, an experience you can only get in Marathon. And again, by all accounts, it is really fun, albeit with some
Fine.
annoyances like
Comes with the
playing
job,
the
I
factor on
guess.
if you're successful or not. Again, that makes fun of certain genres. I don't know really good genres that have been fully botched by bad engineering. And don't get me wrong, it feels bad when I lose my run to something totally out of my control, but this is a roguelite around breeding and battling cats, so it's inherent to this genre, and the game is designed to be unpredictable. In an extraction shooter, RNG really sucks when your kid is on the line and you completely things that you spend hours and hours for, all because you fast fun. Again, such sacrifices is fundamentally not understanding that game and how make something feel good. There's always an asterisk for fun. They can just never take over. They created a really cool piece of content to try on time, and then again, this out of one of the most hardcore players by making RNG into the mechanics, stealing agency away from the player. Doesn't matter how flawlessly you played in the run, if RNG fucks you, there's nothing that you can do. Rumor is they address this quickly, but again, to me, it shows that they just fundamentally misunderstand how to make a fun game. They always have to bake in some bullshit in the name of trying to increase player time. Heaven forbid if you clear trial time too quickly or too consistently. You have to throw in a mechanic that can ruin their run so that they'll have to grind good loot and try again. It's stupid. So I'm looking forward to this incredible map drawing when it finally released. Well, on March 19th, so 6 months out
All
of play,
yours.
March
I can
20th,
spend a
Friday
minute
the
to
massive
knock some
fall
heads
in
around.
2006,
Come on,
and then on Saturday the
my
25th,
suit can
this year,
withstand more than that.
Galaxy. So yesterday was Texas, but this is not a
Now I
race
have a report to
play,
write.
it's a race content. Content so highly cited by most people that effectively
Dismantle.
play the reason for it, that you'll have to do it both rest of the
Sit
game
and
instead of
escape.
simply running. This game is really fun,
Connection
why?
severed.
Because get it all in. Scratch my back, I scratch yours, quid pro quo type of agreement. By Sunday, it was back down to 53,678, and Monday, under 50,000. Second on time is also only available on the weekend. I
In the
would
blink of
suggest
an eye.
support. I mean, it's fun,
Nothingness.
productive time.
Deconstructed.
Just offset it. Why is making two different time events available at the exact same time? Doesn't make any
Come at
sense.
me.
Also, hunting and range mode
All
are
yours.
owned, right? There's an ingredient from something to the button. No one ever hasn't tried it. And now the player base
All of you at once. I
instead of
don't
like
do
about
overtime.
24 hours and 61,000 points, down over
My
60,000
shield
points
can
in 12
withstand more
months
than
because
that.
it was bad. And most waiting minutes, it's still playing down. Yes, it bumps up on weekends, but the prevailing trend is a downward slide. I have no doubt that some will return on a seasonal wipe, as often happens in extraction shooters, but
And
the downward
try.
slide is very concerning. Hardcore shooting games that even themselves is competitive at is still playing. Just all you have
Don't
to do
run.
is just steady clicking
Keep
and
the
that
dance
hardcore but still
going.
dedicated to consistency with concentrating even more popular players against each other because they're
Lifeline.
held more slightly less skilled players to negative impact. Seasonal white just like in the extension, so you get a pretty great most score and effort in
Cutting
middle
through the numbers.
timing, so more realistic, but maybe cycle this time much quicker than the first time because a bunch who just played the game on release have already dropped it. In the last 6 months, Hunt Showdown, a 7-year-old extraction, and it's reaching higher daily peak players than Marathon without the huge live service development costs. Arc Raiders, a much more casual-friendly extraction shooter, actually trended up in the first month of its release. It released at 265,000 concurrents, a very respectable starting point for a smaller studio than Bungie, and then 2 weeks later reached its all-time peak of 482,000 players. This is an 80% increase in concurrent players in 2 weeks, where Marathon dropped about 40% in the same time frame, and the 2-week mark is where they released their much hyped Cryo Archive map. something that is supposed to be there is the whole. But as any longtime Destiny player knows, raids are the best content the game has to offer, but the vast majority of the player base does not engage with them. So yes, it is a great piece of content, but